Okay, did you get your rows done? I'm on row 19. So I thought I'd come back and I'll chain 2, but this is what I'm saying. So on row 19, the tail is up there. And on row 20, I've chained 2 and I'm turning. And I am working this last half double slip stitch into the back loop one last time. Oh, I need to get some more slack, sorry. Okay. Okay, so in the pattern, I've written down that you're going to go ahead and like make this loop kind of big, and then you're going to take your hook out because we're going to be coming back to that. You don't want it to pull out accidentally. So here can be a tiny bit tricky, and honestly, if you have a better way of doing this to disguise the seam, I'd love to know it. This is just one way that I've come up with. Because I wanted to make it, you know, look as much like the top that I could. So usually I do have a hard time figuring out, okay, did I need to go this way or was I supposed to go around this way? And I believe I want to go around that way. There you go. Because then if I'm working through both loops of this chain, and the back loop over here, I mean under here, this would be the back loop way down in here, then I'm still going to have that braid on top. Okay, so I will thread my tapestry needle. And a tapestry needle, if you don't know, is just one of these with a big eye and a really blunt tip. So I start by working underneath that first back loop. And this one, I think my yarn is a little bit funny, so that's with the roving. Some are, you know, thin and thick. And I go ahead and I just kind of work in a spiral manner, kind of back up through this back loop. And I just kind of go around. So I'm going underneath both and then up through this back loop. Can you see that? Okay, hopefully you can. That's all I'm doing. So I'm trying to do it one, you know, evenly across. I hope I am. Pretty sure I am. I go through those two and I come up through that back loop. Just there's those ones. Maybe that, you can see that a little bit better. Pull it tight. So I'm going down underneath that first chain. And I think that's another, also a great reason to work into the back loops at the very first of your starting chain. Okay, I've got one more to go. And then I just kind of, I do go ahead and work into that last chain, even though I'm going to come back, but just be careful. Just because you want it to, you know, you don't want to leave a hole. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can always come back later when you weave this end in. So anyway, then you'll take this out and you're going to leave this tail. Don't cut it out. Don't weave it in yet because this is now your place marker. Okay, so I think that looks pretty well hidden, and you've got a little, you know, you've got your braid there, and but like I say, if you have a better way, okay, then do that way. So now I'm going to come back to my, leave that tail out, to my work, and I'm going to continue around in this direction. And I'm going to work 27 single crochet around this little wrist. And we only have 20 stitches. And so we don't need 40. So I can't even tell you it's 2 per, it's just, it's, you know, I just start counting. And if I work fairly close together and try to get these, you know, get them into this hole, and then also work in this hole, and I just kind of count and I evenly space them, it just sort of works out. But, you know, just do your best to get 27 somewhat evenly spaced single crochet, because there's just, I can't tell you do 1 to 1 because that would only give you 20. So, but you got to add 7 in there around. And I, you know, so far the times this is my 3rd one I'm making, and it has worked out. So that's what you're going to do. And I will finish that up and come back, and I'll show you how to just get your first row of the sprig stitch going.